This is the Iron Trader. Now the pitch just closed here at 2:30. That was about a half an hour ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell, any stock, commodity, ETF. Thanks for watching. All right, first off here, what we have is we have a seasonality chart. Now, this was playing out very, very good. It came all the way up here in September here, and then it came right on down. Now, what changes with this here is that war, okay? So you had a good war premium in there of obviously over $10 because it got as high as, 89, almost 90 bucks there. So it had a pretty good premium, and I figured it'd be about 5 to 10, came off a little bit harder than that. Okay, now, so we got to figure where are we now? So it looks like this seasonality chart is back in play here. So what you want to do here is November. This is what I always do here. And then when I sell this short, I'm still long here, the SCO, which is short oil, but I scalp the UCO here during the day. But I'm still staying short, mainly as for money cash flow, but also as a hedge. Okay, then what you want to do here is the first week of December. Now, it's going to be a little choppy, but you want to go long on this here until the first week or so here in January. So if you pick this up in January here, see you have a nice run up here, okay? All the way from this low from this first couple of weeks here in December. And then what you want to do is you want to sell that or you want to short it because this is going to be like a flat scenario to the end of February. Once you get the end of February, then you can go long and just hold that long position here all the way through that summer driving and all the way through hurricane season, all the way till you get some September. Now you can have, as soon as the spring comes there, you get the summer driving. Sometimes it falls off into Memorial Day here, and then it rises back up here. But overall, that trend is very, very bullish here. Then once you hit September, it gets all of a sudden very, very negative here, okay? But you want to do, if you want to do a nice little scalp here, first week or two in December, take a long here, and then go all the way here just first couple days in January, and then dump it. All right, let's take a look here at the charts. All right, first on the docket here, we got a crude, we got the daily chart. Now, look at this here, okay? Now, pointing out this bull flag here, this was weeks ago here, ran right on up here, but once that premium came out here, look at here. See, this is why you watch that 8 SMA here. Look at that thing right there. Could not get through all the way on down here now. Now your 8-day here is below your 21-day, your 50-day, your 100-day, and when the futures open here, it might even be below this 200-day here, looking very ugly. So what was our low today? Our low here was 74.91. So we want to look at the charts here. Always go to the left-hand side of the chart here, okay? Because usually where it's been is where it's going, okay? So 74.91, you had 74.52. That was a nice, good support level right there. Now, again, if this is going to go lower tomorrow and it looks lower, then we want to come to this level right here, okay? So you're looking at that 73.82, okay? That's going to be very, very crucial here if you get that. Not, then we just follow these candles here all the way on down. You got 72.98 here. We can come down to here to 71.19. You got 70.22. And then you can come all the way down here till you get the big retest here, which is basically $67, okay? Now, again, this here, your RSI here is getting down to the oversold level. Your MACD here, bearish cross, that's getting down to the oversold. But doesn't mean it can't stay oversold here. Now, you don't want to go there and just buy this here because when you get these series of lower low and lower highs, until you get a reversal, what you need is a reversal candle, okay? Something that tells you, like right here, okay? Sold on down, sold on down. Then we had a bottoming tail, and then she ripped right on back on up here, okay? Sometimes that tail can come all the way down, and that's called a red dog, okay? And then it just closes right on up here. Then she just rallies hard. But right now, I don't see any of this. So this, to me, looks lower here, okay? So if you don't want to go short here, you can still scalp the longs during the day because there's always opportunity here. Now, what this needs to do here on the upside, well, we want to look at, obviously, of yesterday's bottom of candle, okay? So you want to look at that 77.09, okay? That is going to be resistance. And then we look at today's high of 77.53. But really, you need to get above this 200 SMA here. This is going to be very, very crucial right there. That's at 78.23, and then right above it right now is 80.23, but we'll see when the futures open at 6 p.m. here what exactly that's going to be here. Again, you got to look at the 200, look at your 8 SMA here. If you can get above, then we can come to this 100 SMA here. you're looking at 81.69, and then 83.78 is your 21-day, and then 86.30 there is your 50-day, and then your big retest up there is 89.85. But this is like, that's like blue moon territory here. Unless you get some kind of a huge catalyst, this just absolutely looks lower. So let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, here we have your weekly and your monthly. Now, I want to point out here this key right there. Let me see if I can get that, tune that in there for you. Okay, right here. Okay, this 200 SMA, 73.25. Okay, very, very crucial that it needs to hold that. If it does not hold that 73.25 on the downside, right here, 69.96, that is going to be your big target here. Okay, so you can see how many times it hit it here and held. That is going to be your big target. Now, again, if that is lost, then we look here to this 50-day at 68.78 here, and then we come down to your 67.05, and then we could retest all the way down here, which basically 64.63 and even 63.64. This is not the time of the year, unless you have some kind of a huge catalyst here, that you want to be going long crude right now. You just don't have the demand, the driving, anything that's going to take it on up here. Okay, now again, today there was no EIA report. They're saying that they're upgrading the system. You know, who knows? Yesterday they had the API report, came out late there. You got a huge build in crude here, so who knows exactly what it is here. You're dealing with government numbers there, so, you know, who knows, okay? So what we want to do is make sure we look at today's low. Okay, that's going to be key. That's 74.91. If that is lost here, then look to this 200-day, 73.25. Then look to this 69.96, roughly 70 area, and then go back to your 50 SMA here, 68.76, and then 67.05. Okay, that is going to be your key support. Now, resistance-wise, well, you know, you've got a lot of way up high. Okay, 78.46 is where you need to get back above. This 50-day, that needs to be recaptured here, okay? 78.24. Okay, these two need to be recaptured to give you a chance to go higher. But when I see this 8-day like this rolling over here, and you look at on the daily chart there, too, this is not looking good. So you look at the RSI, this has plenty of room to go on the way down yet here. This here just started the bearish cross here. Your green's over your red. That's not looking good here. On your monthly chart, that's not looking good. You got a long ways to go because it's a monthly here. So bottom line, if this sells right on the off, watch that 200 SMA here. Watch this 200 SMA here. If that's all lost, then we come down to the 67 level and maybe even down to your 64.36 level. Okay, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, okay, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, let's just take a look at what we have here. It's pretty much the same as crude. It just fell right off, okay? But again, now this gap here is filled, okay? This gap here on the upside is not filled. But we have a series of lower lows and lower highs. That's not good. So what you want to do on the downside is you want to watch today's low. Okay, you're sitting at 3.058. That's going to be key right there. Okay, if that is lost here, well, bottom line, we can come over to this one right here. This is that 2.977. Basically lines up very nice here with this 2.98, your 50 SMA here, and 2.97 here on the 50-day on your weekly chart. If that is all lost there, okay, then basically what you're doing is we can follow these candles all the way on down here. What we want to do is look at this candle right here. Okay, so you're looking at 2.95, and then we have your, what do we have here? 2.87, which is then 2.86. This is going to be your big target here if that 50-day is lost. And then if that's lost, we come to this candle here, 2.82, there's your gap, top of this candle, 2.78, there's your fill. Okay, so bottom line, what you want to do is just watch today's lows tomorrow or when the futures open to see where this goes here. Okay, so watch that key, 3.058. Very, very critical. Bottom line, if that is lost right here, 2.98, and this key, 2.97 here, that is going to be your big target. If that's lost, well, then we know we're going to go down to this 2.86 here. Now, on the upside here, well, you want to do is the price right now is sitting at 3.11. So you want to look at this 8 SMA. 3.13, that was nice support. Now it's become resistance. Okay, so you want to watch that. right there. And then you want to do is watch today's high. Okay, that's at 3.18 and then 3.22. That is your 21 SMA here. Above that, we can come over here to the bottom of this candle here, 3.249. Then we come up here, okay, 3.295. And then we come to the bottom of this candle here, 3.32 basically, and then 3.74. That would be your target here. Above that, there's your gap, 3.40, and right here, the bottom of that, okay, is 3.45. So your gap and your fill. However, we're not worried about that here. What we're worried about here is this 8 SMA here first, this 21 SMA here, this 8 SMA, then your gap fill. So you got a lot of resistance overhead. I don't like this. See this 8 SMA here rolling over here. Your RSI has a lot of room on the downside here. You still have the bearish cross here on your MACD, green over your red, not good. Okay, so if this does sell off here, you know where she's going to go. You're going to go to there, okay? You're going to go to 2.86. If that's long, you're going to go to this 2.82 and then this gap fill. That's where you will be going here. On the upside, watch that 8 SMA here, the 21-day, and then this 8 SMA right there. Now, natty gas, the numbers should be out tomorrow on EA report there at 10:30. We'll see if it was the same kind of nonsense that we had today with the crude, but time will tell. All right, thanks for watching.